Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next match of the evening. We have Slow versus sef.Gaming, who will fight it out here. Looking forward to this match. Also a very, very evenly distributed match. We're gonna start with a 1v1, and I'm quickly introducing you to the format because we have 3 sub-matches in this particular match, where we have the 1v1, a 2v2, and a 3v3, and 2 maps. We have the maps called Orangensaft, that you will see here, and in the 2v2, and then there's also a map called Egal from Bluetick and Nitty, which will be played in the 3v3. Each sub-match is granting your team points, whereas the 1v1 and the 2v2 will give your team 1 point, and the 3v3 will give your team 2 points. So, there's a total of 4 points that can be accumulated as a team as a result of a victory in a sub-match. And if you have noticed it or have took closer consideration to it, a tie is possible. And in a tie situation, if the score is 2-2, which we didn't have, didn't have that already. We haven't had that. Let's say like that. There will be a tiebreaker played on the first map. The first sub-match is the first to 7 points, and you get 1 point. And as well as in the 2v2, you also get 1 point, but there it is only the first team that gets to 5 points. How you win a round is just finish and first. I think that's safe explaining. We have 2 rounds beforehand, and Azath and Marie will battle it out for the victory here. Alright. So one more warm-up, and then we kick things off. I'm just gonna drink a little bit of water. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the chat. I am there to answer them, but I think the format is clear. Make sure to put your prediction in, as we have a bet here going on who wins the 1v1, either Mary or Azath. I mean, Mary very fast. She's very good. She played for Team Evo last season, and now she is here to maybe do some damage in Div 2. Not sure how much practice she put in, but yeah, we're gonna check it out. We're gonna check out definitely also a player that can put a lot of damage into the track and also get very, very close. Okay. So Azath was stumbling a bit yesterday, but can definitely make something happen as the warm-up has ended. And we're gonna start. So first to 7 points. Good luck to the teams. So sef.Gaming versus Slower. Let's go with Mary in the first round, and let's see what she can do here. A similar start despite having different lines, but nothing is really from importance there. Mary with a bit of an oversteer by the looks of it, but actually that was pretty good actually. So she is leading the round. Mary leading ahead of Azath. And Azath is right now on that second position, but not the worst amount of speed for him. Great direct approach there, but gets a bit of a bump. So with that, loses on a bit of time, but still is in the race there. So great racing line from Azath there. I thought that he was slowing down a little bit more, but he is still in the race. Very close, only 300ths of a second between them. Mary not with a good SD there. Azath is coming dangerously closer to her, but now the ending will decide it, but it looks that Mary has the upper hand. Will Azath go for an attack or not? Is it enough? No, it will be the first point for Team Evo, but slower, but definitely a great round of point 67 and a point 73 to start things off here. So great rounds, and Mary takes it. So Mary with the first point for Evo, but slower. Let's see who takes second round. Azath not with a good start here. You could have seen it. Very offline there, but still accumulating a lot of speed. But he could have lead here in that first couple of chicanes, because Mary also not with the best start that we have seen thus far. Azath with a very wide line goes for a longer SD compared to Mary. So with that, he goes into the lead temporarily, but also Mary with a good amount of speed here. Look at that great fight between them. It's only a couple of thousands here. It's really important to just open your steering a little bit, holding that SD, but on the other hand, don't oversteer, because if you oversteer and you drift, your car will accelerate slower compared to just a normal SD or anything like that. Azath leading ahead of Mary, and Mary is just not having the best speed in the ending. So that way with the tie here, the tie for sef.Gaming, and Azath is taking it with a 54.99. So the WR is a 53.35. So not the fastest time, but still concerning the difficulty on this map, it is not that bad. So 1-1. Let's go into round number 3. And hello, Mental Strider. Hallo, hallo. Okay, I'm calling him Azza then, because Azath or Azathoth, that's such a hard name to pronounce. Maybe it's Azathoth, but I'm just calling him Azza then. I think that's easier for all of us, especially when I have an article after that. So I'm just gonna call him like that. All right, into the next round we go. As Mary gets a great line and a lot of speed though. And that was my pun, guys. That was my pun. Great that he got it. But yeah, Mary is getting it here. Azza in P number 2. Not the worst ending though, but Mary with a 54.54. So not the worst time as well. And she is winning it here, so goes into the lead again. But of course, I don't mean it in a... I only mean the god. I mean the Egyptian god and not the... Wait, actually, I didn't know what that means. Oh my, that is actually a pretty bad word. I didn't know what that means. Wow. Wow. I just know that this is a god from the Egyptian... Oof. Okay, never mind. Let's not talk about that. So Azza is dead. So Mary will take that point if she survives. If she survives. And yeah, that's the case. So not gonna comment on this round too much here. Great line from Mary there as well. Not touching the grass. Going very inside. We've seen different approaches there. And Mary takes it with a 54.7. Okay. And yeah, 3rd point for EBS. Yeah, just look at the logo. Just look at the logo from Ever But Slower. Like a snail. Great. Why, what? Wow. Okay, that's a weird name, CD. Okay, Mary with a touch there. Mary with a touch on the inside, touching the grass. And with that, not having a lot of speed. So Azza can maybe do it this round. He needs to do it if he wants to win this race. But yeah, currently it's Mary leading again. Okay, good SD there from Azza though. Accumulates so much speed in this sector and he's just marching through here in this round. And Azza has it. He's 0.1 ahead. And has more speed compared to Mary, who also didn't have the worst start. But she is not doing it here. She is not making it, and Azza is winning this round despite Mary coming dangerously closer in the ending, but it's not enough here. You could have seen it. 0.06 of a second, not enough for Mary to overtake Azza. All right. So 2-3. Still a very close match. All right. Next round coming up. Next round coming up here, round number 6. A tie, of course, is only possible if both players make mistakes and they cannot finish. This could happen, as we see the first mistake there from Azza. Man, I was just speaking about that. Dude, if that happens now, I'm gonna... No way. You have to be... No way. No. Dude, I was literally talking about that for the first time. And we have a tie. Dude, you got to be joking me. Come on. Come on, guys. It's mental. Hi, YouTube, by the way. No way. Come on. That is unbelievable, guys. It is unfreaking believable. We never had a tie, and I'm talking it literally for the first time. Like, what is happening? Oh, man. Great round though. Tie situation. I can't believe it. I just cannot believe it. So Azath again with a mistake. How did he survive that? How can he still finish? Azath with a weird line there, but Mary is taking this round, so she is eventually winning this one, even though she could have won the other round as well, but not getting it. So Azath still able to finish mysteriously after that weird flip, but only 7 seconds behind, so this won't be enough for him to make any damage or get the points. Next round coming up. Okay, very close start there. It looks like that Azath has a bit more speed, but it's not quite enough to make something happen. Great SD there from Azath, goes into the lead. That was very great, and also a lot of speed. And Mary has to settle on second. Can she do it? Great SD there. Gets more speed. Azath with airtime. And that's the bye-bye. Azath Airlines here not getting this round again. And Mary is taking the 5th point here in the 1v1. And it's looking very good for But Slower. This was the round for him to win. And he threw it away despite having the better line there. But Mary takes it. Chem 5 is master race. So 5-2 in favor for EBS. And let's go into the next round. Okay, Mary not with the best start here by the looks of it, but gets a lot of speed. But of course, more distance traveled means that she is right now behind Azath, who can still make something though. He can still make something, but will be a hard task against Mary, the EBS player, and she's very, very fast, as you can see as well. Maybe it has not put too much practice into the map, I don't know. But she is definitely ready here as Azath gets a good slide. But look at Mary. Mary going into the lead again. Not the best sector here, though, with a bit of an overslide or oversteer. Or sliding too much. And that's just what Fullspeed is about. If you slide one time out, or if you slide out for once, you will just lose it. So Azath on first, getting a very important point here. And now the score is 5-3. Man. 5-3 is the scoreline, and we are approaching round number 10. Azath has to win this round. He has to win it. Else Mary has the map point, right? And Azath has to win at least one more round after that as well. But it's definitely not a very, very decided match. Not a clean sweep from either Mary or Azath. But right now, Mary is coming back again. Is she going for that same line again? Or will she stay ahead here with more speed? Again, a bit of an oversteer there, but gets a good SD there. But Azath also with a good approach here. Coming into the last part of the track. Azath going for that SD, but it not seems to be enough here. So Mary will take this round, despite not having the best start. But a great ending, and a 54.41 is enough to seal the deal and getting herself the 6 points. So only one more round for Mary to close out the 1v1. Will she make it or not? Approaching the first important part of the map. This SD, the right-hander, it really is determining a lot of your speed. You could see it, Mary doing it very, very well, but also Azath, despite going for an inside line there, gets a lot of speed. But Mary coming dangerously closer here, overtakes him here in this sector. Now the oversteer is important to not get Mary with that mistake. Nice flip though, nice bug slide. But of course we are not playing stunt mode. We are playing full speed, and with that you have to finish and not collect any sort of points. So Azath on his way to take this round home. And yeah, he will take it. 6-4 is the scoreline. So still not over till it's over, right? So sef.Gaming can still win it, but they have to win 3 rounds in a row, or he has to win 3 rounds in a row to make it happen. Can he do it or not? Azeth with a great start again. He can make it very close though. He can make it very, very close, as Mary is on second position. Of course, in a 1v1, being in second means that you're in last, right? Well, whatever. And let's take a look here. Azeth on his way to maybe get it, but goes over the grass, and that means a lot of speed has been lost there. So Azeth needs to rely on a mistake from Mary here. Only 20 more seconds for her to go. And if she doesn't make a mistake, this is already GG. The last crucial part has been survived from Mary. And this is the last part here. And she will take it. Mary wins the 1v1 and gets the first point to her team. Everybody Slower wins it, even though Azeth comes very close there in the ending. But man, definitely not the worst match that we have seen thus far. So Mary with the victory. And hello, Toby. Hallo, hallo. How is it going? Okay, now we have the 2v2 coming up, and the 2v2 is working as follows. We have 2 players that will fight it out, and you get points for your respective position. For first, you get 6 points, for second 5, for third 4, and for fourth 3 points. So that means there's a total of 18 points. 18 points that will be distributed among the players, and it works like that. If Breaker and Bluetick, for example, get first and last now, so that means there were 6 plus 3 points. Those points will be added up and will be compared against the other team. So if they get first and last, they will get 9 points, as well as the other team, which is second and third. So that those are also 9 points, because 5 plus 4 is 9, right? First to 5 points, ties can happen here. We've seen a lot of ties, but let's go ahead and see who will take this one. Let's take a look. We have 2 warm-ups. And yes, Toby, I'm doing good as well. Thanks for asking. Thanks for asking. And also well played, Mary. A bit weird that both of you have made a mistake in that one round, but I didn't curse you at all. I'm not the guy who is responsible for that, right? But yeah, well played, Mary. But yeah, we have 1 warm-up before we're gonna go live. So not sure. I mean, if EBS wins it here, they have a guaranteed 1 point, and then sef.Gaming has to force a tiebreaker. So that could be the first one. Not sure how good they are on the other map compared to yesterday, because yesterday there was just a clean sweep. I think it was just a 7. Was it a 7-0 or 7-1? Not sure about that. Let's take a look. Who will play for Team SEF? Probably Arthur and Retro, and then Bluetick and Breaker will play for Team Evo but Slower. So good luck to the teams. The warm-up has ended here in 1 second, and then we're gonna go live. Good luck, good luck. So let's take a look here. Into the first round we go. And let's see who will take it. Let's see who will take it. Is it Bluetick and Breaker redeeming themselves, or will Arthur and Retro do something here. We have a great start here from Breaker and BlueTick hand in hand in first and second. Looking good for them to take it home. Looking very, very good. And yes, they are indeed leading. But Arthur also wants to have a saying here. He is on the second position, but Breaker stays out of Retro. So that means 6 plus 4 is 10 compared to 3 plus 5. Which is 8 points, so that is enough for them to win. Breaker is struggling though in this part. Does he have the speed? Yes, he has, but Retro is coming dangerously closer, but it's not enough here. It is not enough, but also a great time here. 54.50 from BlueTick. So, first point for EBS. First point for them. And now we have the next round coming up. Will it be a clean sweep or will sef.Gaming make something happen here? As Retro gets a great start here over that part. Also a great SD from the French. No, from the German man. I was just thinking, hey, why does he have a French car skin? I know that he's from Germany. But yeah, he is down now to get a great time. As well as BlueTick though. But BlueTick is going into the leads. Then we see Breaker on third position. So it's really important here for Retro to get himself that first position. So bear in mind, guys, if you get first, you have a guaranteed draw, which is important to understand the system. It's really important to get a first placement, as Retro doesn't get it this time. It's BlueTick and also Breaker almost overtaking Retro here. But definitely a great round. 600 between first and fourth. And that's the next round for EBS. All right. Let's go ahead into the next round and see if Evo can extend their lead to 3-0. And with that, we'll be more than halfway through the match. 2 more rounds after that if they win this round, and they are through, and they have a guaranteed draw situation or a guaranteed point in this match. Retro with a great SD there again, but oversteered a bit and didn't get it too well compared to Breaker and BlueTick, and with that losing out on a tremendous amount of time. So Breaker is now up into the second position. Can he overtake his teammate though? I don't think so, because he didn't get the best line over this part, and BlueTick just again with a bloody amount of speed. Yeah, let's just take it like that. And also Breaker gets overtaken here from Arthur, who just comes out of nowhere, but it's not enough for him to overtake BlueTick despite having such a great amount of speed. But that's the next point for EBS, and with that we are already halfway through this one. sef.Gaming needs to wake up, and they have to win here. They have to take it. Point number is only 5 in the 2v2. Alright, Retro again with a great start here, but he was stumbling, especially on this sector that comes after that. This left-hander after those succession of SDs that you have to do. Breaker ever touches there. Breaker touches the grass and not getting a good chunk of speed, but BlueTick, look at the speed from BlueTick here. Maybe he can snipe that first position. Only 0.1 between him and Retro, and this could well happen for him to get overtaken here. Retro has to stay ahead to force a tie, but BlueTick with a great amount of speed, and also the teammate from Retro has made a mistake, so this will be the guaranteed point for them, as it is, yeah, only 3 players finishing. Arthur not finishing, and that means 4-0 for EBS, despite Retro winning this round, and that's what I was talking about. 6 points compared to 5 versus 4 points, so 6 is smaller than 9, right? Quick maths, guys, quick maths. So EBS already with a map point. Important map point though. But Arthur and Retro are not dead yet. They are in first and second in this round. As BlueTick doesn't get the best line here over this part. Breaker also not with a good amount of speed in this sector, but Arthur with a mistake that goes over the grass and lost a bit of time. And you can see it, Retro is just losing time here, and Bluetick all of a sudden up to P1 again. Will Breaker also go for the overtake on Bluetick? Yes, he will, and that means that this is already the GG if the positions will stay like that. Bluetick with a great ending, Breaker with a bit of a mistake, but he's so far ahead already, and that is the 5-0 clean sweep. 5 rounds, 5 victories for EBS. Wow. Bluetick, 29 out of 30 possible points. That is a great performance. Okay, so now we have the 3v3 on the new map, or in the newer maps from both of them. The map is called Egal from Bluetick himself and Nitty. I've played this map myself. It is not that hard, but the difficulty also makes it hard because then you have to risk a lot. And yeah, let's just take a look. It is ABS who can clean sweep them here, and sef.Gaming have to win to force a tiebreaker. This could well happen though. This could well happen, as yeah, we have 2 warm-ups before we're gonna go live. And I'm actually checking right now what is the standing. I'm not spoiling Trackmania World Cup. Okay, I see. Okay. Interesting though. But I think I just joined in time. Oh my, Jesus Christ. Okay, so the third match has ended there already, but I'm not gonna spoil what was happening. But definitely worth a watch, just considering the points. The whole World Cup is going great, but we are not talking about the World Cup here. We are talking about the Fullspeed Major Series, the Speedpremiership 10. As we have 2 more moments before we're gonna go live. It works like that, this 3v3 sub match. First with 2 points. First to 7 points wins 2 points. Okay, never mind. I was just misreading that. So current standing is EBS 2, sef.Gaming 0. And how this works, it's like matchmaking, you know? It is like matchmaking. So that means that you get 6 points for first, 5 points for second, 4, 3, 2, 1 points for the other respective positions. So 1 point for last. And your team will collect points. So that means if your team gets first, second, and third, you get 6 plus 5 plus 4 points. That means you have 15 points compared to 6 points from the other team. And with that, you win a round. So you need a total point, or the total balance of points in a round needs to be 11 if every player finishes. All right. Let's just take a look here. First round coming up. Hoop and Bluetick with a very good start. But also Legend is not slowing down here. He's legitimately not slowing down as he gets a good approach here, but Arthur is going into the lead, and with that he has a great amount of speed coming into the last part of the track. So the track has also the shortest map that we have seen thus far, with a length of only 45 seconds. And yeah, Arthur leading though. And this could actually well go into a tiebreaker. But look at where's Bluetick coming from. But despite Bluetick leading, this won't be enough because we see Asa, Arthur, and also Legend on second, third, and fifth. And there you can see it, 5 plus 4 plus 2 is bigger than 6 plus 3 plus 1, 11 to 10, and the first point for sef.Gaming. Legend with a first mistake though, so he finds himself on the last position, 0.5 behind, and he will not do any damage in this round as we come into the second part of the map. Bluetick leading though, Bluetick again having a great amount of speed, but look at Arthur here. Arthur is also having so much speed in this sector, so Bluetick has to win this round. I mean, also sef.Gaming, they have to get first and third, and then of course their player also has to finish, but Arthon currently looks like to get that first position. Bluetick's corkscrew section was so great though. Can he do it this time? Arthon is leading though. Is Azath getting himself a better position than 5? No, he won't. He won't. And yeah, that's the first point for EBS with a mistake from Legend beforehand. So not good for him and his team. Round number 3 coming up. Let's follow Breaker here. Breaker, we haven't seen a lot from Breaker thus far. Only 4 points for him and already a bit behind. So Breaker not with the best start into this match here. Point 27 away, maybe even more now after this wonky SD. Bluetick goes for such a risky line, but it's looking like a Zeph round here as they're on first, and then also I think second and third. So that is the ace for sef.Gaming here. Arthur on first, Azath on third and second, and actually it is Legend getting overtaken by Hoop then the ending, but still it's the point for sef.Gaming. And yeah guys, we could have the first tiebreaker of this FMS. Or the Speedpremiership, let's say it like that. Next round coming up, round number 4. Hoop again with a great start there, but Legend and Arthon are lurking in the shadow. I'm gonna follow Legend here for the last part. We see a mistake here from, who was that? Someone actually DNF'd, and that was from the side of sef.Gaming. So they are behind. Arthon needs to get first, and Legend needs to get third, though, to force a tie and not getting them the point. But right now it is Arthon only on first, Hoop on second, and then Legend is too far behind to have a saying here, and he will only get 4th position. So Arthon is getting first. Not enough, though. Again, he's playing out of his mind. 22 points out of 24 possible. And the next point for EBS. Man. Great fight, as my game is just completely blurred out there. My god, man. If someone know how to fix those shaders, hit me up, guys. Hit me up. Hit me up if you know how to fix that. Alright. So 2-2, very close match though. Legend almost with a mistake had to oversteer there and just is stabilizing his car. Arthon is on first, Hoop on second, and then we see Bluetick is super far behind here. So EBS right now on 5th and 6th and 2nd position, and 1-3-4 for Team sef.Gaming, and they're gonna take the next round. However, Bluetick with a lot of speed, he goes into the 2nd or maybe 3rd position, but no, it's not enough. It's 1st, 4th, and last place for EBS, and this is not enough. It's the next point for Team sef.Gaming. Man, that is super close here. This match is unbelievably close, and sef.Gaming take the 3rd point as well. My god, great round here, not gonna lie. Great round between them, and we might see the first tiebreaker if sef.Gaming is keeping or is continuing with the pace, and yeah, that would be just very cool to see. Okay, next round, Arthon, great SD here from the Zef player, but also Hoop is just not slowing down. It is so close between all the players. The level is very high, but it looks like that sef.Gaming has the upper hand. He was Aza, Arthon, and also Legend being in the top 5 as Arthon and Azath are leading. But look at the speed. Where is Bluetick coming from? Bluetick again with a mysterious snipe as well as Hoop, and they're gonna get that point here. 46.32-1. My god, what a time here. That was great, but yeah, great ending from Bluetick, who's just mysteriously getting a lot of speed there in the ending again. So 3-3. This is no one's match yet. There's no tennis mode. So tennis mode means usually that if the score is 6-6 and the point of the 7, a team has to win with a 2-point difference, and that is not the case in this regard. So we're only gonna play till a point limit of 7, regardless if the gap is 1 point or 7 points. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, guys, and that is what the spirit is about. But the scoreline is 3-3, and Arthur is leading again here. Great start for him yet again, but Hoop and Bluetick are on 2nd and 3rd, but Arthur is just so far ahead. So if Asa and Legend stay on 4th and 5th, and they're gonna do so, it is enough. It is enough for them. Breaker, unfortunately, not really feeling it, and Arthur with a 45.98. Great time at the next point for Team sef.Gaming. We could see the first tiebreaker here. We have only 3 more rounds to go for them. 3 more victories for sef.Gaming. They have the upper hand. They have the advantage right now. But will they make it? Will they make it or not? Legend, look at this start. This looks great for the Zef player. Great, great. And also Asa not too far behind. So again, it's a team effort here from sef.Gaming, as Legend didn't have the best amount of points here, but Arthur on 37 points. Just Bluetick and Hoop can contest him here. And speaking of Hoop, he's coming dangerously closer here. We see a lag from... Wait, what happened there? Mod check? Hello? Hey, what happened? Hello? Wait, he just disappeared, right? What did Legend do? He had respawned. I don't know what happened there, but... Well, let's go into the next round, though. So 4-4, and I thought for a minute that... yeah, didn't Legend have a great line there? I think so, but... Well, not sure what happened there. Not sure what happened there. Let's just go into the next round and see what will happen there. Hoop, Bluetick, and also Breaker are in 2nd, 3rd, and 5th though. As Azath is still holding strong, but Legend with a mistake, so he's really crumbling under the pressure here. It is really important for them to get that round, but it's definitely not enough for them to do some damage here. Bluetick and first, Hoop on 3rd, and with that in mind, they have the round here, because also Arthur finishes on 5th. We only see Azath and Arthur, I mean, finishing on 2nd and 5th, and their teammate Legend is really falling apart here. Only 15 points for him in 9 rounds, as well as Breaker, not with the best performance thus far. So all of a sudden EBS is ahead, despite they have played such a great last map here. But now they have to win this round. They have to win it. They are in dire need of that. Azath with a great start. So did it Arthur. But look at that. Hoop also lurking in the shadow is in first position. Hoop is on first. But Arthur, can he do it? Can he snipe that first position or not? And also Azath has to stay ahead of Bluetick and Breaker. We see Legend overtaking Breaker, who has made a mistake. Hoop on first. Azath is not sniping it, but it's 2nd, 3rd, and 5th position for them. And that is the next point. And the next very close round between them. A 46.17 for Hoop to win it. Azath and Arthur on 2nd and 3rd. And then Legend on 5th. And with that, they secure themselves the 5th point. Man, what a close match yet again. So the next point will be the decider. Is Zef taking it? Are they reverse sweeping it here? So compared to the other 2 matches where they lost 5-0 in the 2v2, and then also in the 1v1 they were stumbling a bit. Legend with such a weird line there, not getting the best amount of speed. Arthur, however, is ahead. Breaker on P5, and we see one mistake already done from Bluetick here. 3.5 seconds behind. Arthur has to stay ahead here. He has to get that first position. Hoop is pushing it though. Is he getting it? It's not looking too well for him, and Zef is getting it though. 1st, 3rd, and 5th, and they are getting it 6-5. And what a match. Wow, guys. This is full speed, ladies and gentlemen. Will we see a tiebreaker or not? That is the question now. So, if sef.Gaming wins this, they are through. And after that, and if EBS wins, we see one more round that will decide it all. We see one more round that will decide it all. That's the question, though. Who will get it? Who, with a great start, though, is in the lead. Bluetick on P number 2. And this looks like an ace situation here for Team Evo, but slower. But can they stay ahead? Hoop on first, Azath on P number 3, almost P number 2, but they need to rely on a mistake now from either Bluetick or Hoop, but there's only one more turnover to go, and Hoop and Bluetick will get it, and they will get the last point, and that is a good luck situation. The scoreline is 6-6, round number 13 will decide it. Will we see a tiebreaker or 4-0 clean sweep, which is definitely not deserved? Yeah, concerning the very, very close match that we have seen here. But let's focus on Azath, because he didn't get the best start here. But still a great sector over this part, accumulating a lot of speed, and also great SD there. Now you don't want to oversteer on this part to get yourself the best speed possible. But it's looking good for him to be in first position. Legend on third, and then we see Arthur on P number 5. Breaker already super far behind, so he's maybe broke a bit too much. And he is dead here. Okay, Bluetick is the only player left alive here for Team EBS in the top 5. But we see second, third, and fourth. And that means that we see the tiebreaker here. We're seeing the tiebreaker despite Bluetick almost sniping that first position. The scoreline is 2-2. And we're gonna see the first tiebreaker of this Speed Premiership 10. Man, what a match. 7-6 here. And what a great, great match. We're gonna see map number 1 again. Wow, I was not expecting that, guys. I was definitely not expecting that. So now we're seeing the decider. So every team has already 1 point secured, which is great for both teams, I would say. But still, there could be something more than that. So yeah, good luck to the teams. On Orange and Saf, we're gonna see the 3v3 here, the decider. We haven't seen the tiebreaker thus far. But yeah, that is great. That is just super, super great. So let players warm up here, and I'm just gonna take a sip of water before we are going live again. So what do you think, guys? Who is winning here? Who will win it? Who will win the 3v3? Is it Evo but slower, or sef.Gaming? That is the question you can bet now. And definitely, I cannot say that. It was looking good for Evo but slower here, but also Sef had their moments. Yeah. But let's take a look here. One more warm-up and then we're gonna go live. Whew. Man, what a match. What a match. Whew, okay, so I've rested a bit, my voice is there, and now we are live again. So we've already seen 3 sub matches, but that is the decider now. The 3v3 sub match, because the scoreline is 2-2. It is on the first map again on Orangensaft. First to 7 points wins the match. Good luck to the teams. Let's kick things off here with the first round. Okay, let's follow Arthur here for the first round. We see Arthur playing Retro, and then also Azza playing Legend is on the bench, but definitely giving great calls, I can tell you that. Breaker, Mary, and Bluetick on the side of Evo, but slower. So Mary was very strong here, as well as Bluetick. Breaker also super great. So I think on paper, Breaker is, or Evo but slower, has the better lineup here. But of course, it is also a team effort. So if one player makes a mistake and the other player is solely not getting into the top 3, then the round is decided for the other team. So everything can happen here. And also Retro with a great start there, as well as Azza. So they are actually winning here. I mean, bear in mind, they lost both sub matches here. And now they're just taking the first round here, as it's nothing here. 54.43 from Retro here. Great time. And they are taking it here. Mary, Bluetick, and Breaker have to settle on 3rd, 4th, and 5th position. And they are getting it. Great to see that. Great to see that. And now we have the next round coming up. So first point for sef.Gaming, and man, I was not expecting that. I was definitely not expecting that. As we have the next round coming up. Bluetick and Mary, great start though. Azza also on 2nd position. Arthur also with a great part here over that corkscrew section. Goes into that 2nd position. However, Breaker is on the 5th position. So that means Retro is in need of that 5th place to get themselves the point here. But look at Azza making that mistake, hugging a tree and hits the DNF button. So that looks very good here for Team EBS, because they're in 1st, 3rd, and 4th. Arthur is overtaking him here, but it doesn't really matter because his teammates are just on P5 and DNF'd. So Arthur, despite getting yet another great position, he actually only got 1 point in the prior round. I was thinking that he was maybe carrying it, so surprisingly to see that. But Arthur is getting 6 points, but it's not enough, so Evo but Slow will take the 2nd point. Or the 2nd round here, and the 1st point for that, yeah. Wow. Next round coming up. The next round is coming up. Retro with a great start. Breaker and Mary on 2nd and 3rd. Azath on P4. And then we see Arthur on 5th. Bluetick already made a small error here, finding himself on that last position. He's already a little bit further behind, but let's follow him here because it gives us a good overview. Despite the name tags being a bit the same, it is, yeah, pretty clear who has made a mistake. And it's actually from the side of Evo. So Zef, Retro... From Zef's side, Retro and Azath are leading, but Mary also with a bump there. What is happening there? So many mistakes. Azath and Retro just have to survive the round. We see 3, or we've seen 4 mistakes in this round, if you include the mistake from Bluetick there. And only 3 players finishing here, but Retro and Azath getting first. And yeah, that is how the cookie crumbles. So 2-1 in favor for sef.Gaming. 3 mistakes, or 4, let's say it like that. And yeah, sef.Gaming is leading again. And they are leading again, and let's go into the next round. As we have Retro getting a god tier start here, but Arthur with way more speed. But the line was just super great from them. The line was super great. And yeah, let's take a look who will get it. Who will get that one? Is it Arthur staying ahead, or will Mary maybe do some damage? Bluetick and Mary are lurking here. Let's follow Bluetick for the last part of the track. Goes into the lead, but goes for a very inside approach. Let's take a look here. 0.05 of a second between Bluetick and Arthur here. Arthur has to win this round because Retro and Azef are on 4th and 5th position. Great line though, but a bit of an oversteer. And maybe it is enough for him to win this round. Only goes up into that 2nd position. It's not enough to catch Mary. And Mary is getting first. Bluetick on 3rd. third, and then we see Breaker on last, so another 11 to 10 rounds. Man, that is so close. What a close round. So 2-2 is the scoreline. Great to see that. Close match, and I mean, just bear in mind, we had Evo but Slow losing both sub matches, and now they are having the best time of their life here by just having a great chance of making it, reverse sweeping Evo but Slower. That can well happen. Let's take a look here into this round. Arthur is leading together with BlueTick, who also played very well on this map here. So Arthur with a great slide, Azath on P number 3. So this would be enough for them to take that round home. We have a point limit of 7 there. Bear that in mind. And yes, Azath is taking it here by the looks of it on that third position. Or is someone coming closer to him? It is not enough, or is it? It was so close there. 200 of a second. But even if he had been overtaken by Mary, it would have not been enough. And also hello to Volum, and thanks for the 69 bits. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you. Dude, how many Mega Moin emotes are there? Wow. You guys are crazy. Alright, let's go into the next round. sef.Gaming leading though. 3-2. Point number still 7. So that will be all decided here on this particular map. BlueTick leading together with Mary. So great to see that EBS is getting a great round through. Can Azath snipe that first position though? That would be huge for him. Mary with a great line, but the teammate BlueTick didn't do it that well, and he falls behind, but still stays ahead. And third position, also Breaker with a 5th place. So look at this, 1st, 3rd and 5th for them, and they're gonna take the point here. Retro finishes on 6th, and the scoreboard is tied up again. Man. What a close match. Not gonna lie. What a close match that is. Retro, Breaker and Mary. Can they stay in the top 3 here, or will they get overtaken by either their teammates or not? BlueTick with a great SD there. Inside approach. Retro also there to have a saying, so that's the fight we're focusing on. But we already see the first mistake here from a player on the red team, or also not from the blue team as well. I thought that Azath made that mistake, but it is actually... Who's behind here? Hello? Yeah, Breaker. Breaker is behind. Look at that. Breaker 0.6 behind, and he will not have a saying here in this round as Arthur is leading. Retro and Azath on P4 and 5, and again the round is decided on that last positions here. But Mary snipes it here actually. You got to be joking me. Mary snipes that ending, and Mary is getting it. Arthur on 2nd actually. So wow, what a snipe there. But only 13,000 of a second have decided this match here, and EBS wins it 4-3. What a match, guys. What a match that is. That is definitely crazy here. That is a crazy match. 4-3 is the scoreline. And we're going to go into round number 8. Okay, Azath lagging a bit, but he's still back on the track. But didn't get the best line here. Didn't get the best line there in this part. Alright. Maybe their teammates can do it. Mary with a mistake. I was seeing that one coming, and Mary is dead. Mary with a mistake, and I just say that CD jinxed her because he just posted that in the chat. So Mary is dead, and then we see Azath and Arthur on 1st and 3rd, BlueTick on 2nd, and Breaker on P number 4. So that won't be enough for them to take that round home. It's the next point, and again a tie. They're just winning. It's going left, right, and center, and that is great to see. What a close match that is. It is such a close match, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, to round number 9 we go already. We don't have a winner yet, and teams are just so far away. They need to win 3 more rounds, and with that they can come a tremendous amount closer here. So let's see here. Can Blue Tick stay ahead? We see Retro, Azath, and Arthur, however, on a 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Then Mary on P number 5, but Azath not with the best approach. Mary with a great speed slide going to that 4th position. But she needs more than that. And also Blue Tick needs that 1st place. But Mary again with a mistake and a nice flip here. But we are not here to play stunt mode. And she is dead. So that's the next point for sef.Gaming, winning the 2nd round in a row. So they are going into the lead again. Retro getting first out of Blue Tick with a 54.24. Man, great time as well. So 4-5 is the scoreline, and if sef.Gaming wins the next round, they have the match point. They have the match point. The question is, will they use it or not? Retro with a bit of a weird line there, had to readjust his line and losing on a tremendous amount of speed. So Retro down to P number 6, also making almost a mistake there. But that wasn't the case, so Azath and Arthur have to win this round. But it's looking super good for them. It's looking beautiful, actually. They are tied to the 1000 here in this CP, and Azath just having a tremendous amount of speed. Breaker is so far away here, and it looked like that Arthur and Azath are taking this round here. 1st and 2nd, or 1st and 3rd, that's the question, but it's 1st and 2nd, and sef.Gaming have the match point here. They have it in their hands, 1st and 2nd. What a comeback, though. What a comeback on this map. Losing the 1v1 and the 2v2, the 2v2 even 5-0 as a loss, and now they are about to win here, 4-6. And is sef.Gaming winning it or not? But Slower have to win 3 rounds in a row. They have to win 3 rounds in a row. Is it possible for them or not? Let's just take a look here. As Mary gets not the best start here. Only 6th place for her and 0.2 away from Retro, who is on 1st. So great start again for sef.Gaming. Look at that. Retro, Azath, and also Arthur hand in hand. P1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. What a great performance. And Evo is falling apart here. A Breaker with that mistake. Breaker is dead, and that's the GG. sef.Gaming is reverse sweeping Evo but slower on this map, winning 3 rounds in a row here. And that is just a great performance from them. After losing the 1v1 and the 2v2, they're winning the 3v3, and they have won this match. What a great match we have seen here. GG.